Istanbul ahead of Manchester City's Champions League final against Inter Milan tomorrow night, as Erling Haaland looks to build on an incredible season and bring the perfect climax. Ben Ransom talked to him early this week, and he's now, as Haaland is, in Istanbul. Ben, good morning to you. Amazing season. Is the best still to come? Can he get even better?
Yeah, well, it may well be, Nick, because Erling Haaland has had a remarkable season, but he's yet to win the Champions League. And if he does lift that trophy in a Manchester City shirt, then a year ago when we were getting very excited about the fact one of the world's hottest prospects was coming to the Premier League, well, that'll feel like a tiny moment in what is already an incredible career, because he's helped fire them to a third consecutive title, he's helped fire them to a domestic double, and now Erling Haaland has the chance to help shoulder the responsibility of scoring the goals that could take Manchester City to that historic treble. And he does have a frame that can certainly carry that weight of expectation. 6'5" he is. I mean, on the pitch, if you ever get to see him live in the flesh, it's something quite remarkable. The speed and pace and power that he has. He covers ground so quickly. He's always so alert. He has a desire, a hunger, which is so unique. And I think which is why we've seen him have such a remarkable goal-scoring record. 52 goals in 52 games across all competitions. That in itself is sensational. He averages a goal in every 78 minutes in matches played. And actually, his record in the Champions League, would you believe, is even better. He's scored more goals than he's played games in this competition for each of the clubs he's been at: RB Salzburg, Borussia Dortmund, and now this season with Manchester City. Averages a goal in this competition every 63 minutes. I mean, the stats are remarkable. We've spent all season talking about them, and it's no surprise that he's regarded as the most valuable player on the planet. So when I got the opportunity to have a few words with him a little bit earlier in the week, I put that to him and asked him, does he feel like the most valuable man in football?
Good question. No, I don't.
What would make you feel like that player?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I don't think of this. This is something you can think of. Everything I think of is the next game.
That's Erling Haaland speaking to Ben before they both flew out to Istanbul. Big place, Istanbul. The stadium's a long way from the centre. Have you seen many City fans yet?
Yeah, it is very dispersed. The geography is such that the city centre, the Grand Bazaar, the kind of old town, which we're expecting plenty of the fans to congregate at, and also the fan park, which is actually just here on the shores of the Sea of Marmara, where we're going to be going on to a little bit later on this afternoon. That's where the fans are going to be congregating, but we know they're going to travel in their numbers. Around 20,000 official tickets for Manchester City supporters. They'll be on their way out here, and of course there'll always be a few thousand who are hoping to get themselves into the Ataturk Stadium on Saturday night by hook or by crook. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people touting tickets, because remember, plenty of tickets are on offer to people who live in Istanbul through UEFA channels. So there'll be a lot of fans travelling more than hope than expectation, but there will be fans arriving. We've seen some of them departing Manchester Airport. The big depart has been happening over the last 24 hours or so. The numbers are swelling every few minutes. Every time a plane lands, another few hundred are added to their number. And I've seen a few Manchester City shirts already out this morning. They'll be congregating, but those leaving very much excited for the prospect of what their club can achieve here in Istanbul this week.
I'm sure Pep won't make the same mistakes that he did in the team selection against Chelsea when we got beat 1-0, and just let's go at them straight from the beginning and put them to bed early.
I mean, City are overwhelming favourites. Do you think that pressure will get to the players?
I'd like to think they're all right with the pressure after beating Bayern and Real Madrid and all the other games he played this season. So fingers crossed, come away with a win.
You know, it's just that one more step, and that's like growing. As I've seen with United over the years, that treble still gets mentioned today from 1999, so it'd be nice.
Well, it's only been done once, so that just says everything, doesn't it, really? So it's the biggest thing that you can do. Apart from the quadruple, obviously, that'll be next season.
The Champions League, it gets that monkey off your back, and none of the other fans then can have a go. We've never won the Champions League, so it's a big game for us. It is a big game.
Will Haaland score? I think so, yeah. It's about time. He's in a bit of a drought at the moment, yeah.
The club's on the march. We're people keep using the word juggernaut. They'll be next year and the year after, so we're confident, but we won't be too disappointed if the worst happens.
So the Manchester City fans there, you can hear they're hopeful, yes, expectant, possibly, but there is always that typical City tag, and they will be fearing the worst, because that's how the closer to kick-off, you know, they'll be getting more and more anxious. But look, they will probably never get a better chance, not only to win the Champions League, but to win the treble. So excitement will build over the next 24 hours. The fans will arrive in their numbers. It'll get loud. They'll be showing off their colours as well. Inter Milan fans as well. They'll travel in their numbers. They'll be loud. And this city, as much as it is bustling, as much as it is a cosmopolitan place, East meets West, Europe meets Asia here in Istanbul, but all roads on Saturday night lead to the Ataturk Stadium, and a date with destiny for either Inter Milan or Manchester City.